we ready?
3, 2, 1.
Great. Okay, good. Hi, we're Micah.
And Judy.
And Judy, right? And we're having fun in our RV. Well, today, the fun's going to be, we're going to give a little class. Now, it's a class on something that I would be willing to bet that almost everyone watching this already knows how to do or can easily figure it out on themselves. We're going to show you how to turn the dinette into a bed, a pretty nice bed. And there are other videos that kind of show this on other types of RVs, and probably there's one or two that show you how to do it on a 17B like this one. But I promise you what's going to happen is I'm going to show you a trick that they're not showing you. It's pretty obvious to me, but none of them are doing it. And so hang in there. Don't just click off right now because you know how to do this. It's not hard.
Well, what's the trick?
Well, you'll see. You'll see. Okay, she really doesn't know exactly what I'm going to do here, and but it's a trick that we're going to do that you can do with a 17B, a 17R, or perhaps just about any of the 21-foot Dutchman products because they all have this thing. Okay, and we're going to be able to do this, and we're going to make this bed even nicer. Okay, than what you think it could be. All right, and you can only do this on like these 17B type vehicles. Are you intrigued? Well, if you like it, please if you like it, please put a little like on our page, our video there, and consider doing the old what is it, the subscribe thing, that kind of deal. That would be nice. And or comment what
like.
Yeah, like. Yeah, give us a thumbs up. Or comment. We love your comments. We just rejoice in the good ones and we learn from the bad ones. Yeah. So please feel free to comment. We love it when you do. Okay, you ready? All right, let's go. We're going to show you how to turn the dinette into a pretty nice bed. Okay, here we go. Whatever you want to call it, headboard to headboard, is almost exactly 6 feet. It's like 72 inches or 71 3/4 inches. It's almost right at 6 feet. So if you're like me, over 6 feet tall, you probably won't want to sleep here because you'll be pushing on the ends of the bed things, and that's never really that much fun. All right, but if you're, say, under 6 feet tall, you're a teenager, one of your kids or something like that, this makes a great bed. Now, that's a funny thing for me to say about a thing like this, that it makes a great bed. Well, it does with the trick I'm going to show you. Okay, I hope it works. Here we go. Well, the first thing we have to do, of course, is get this thing down and out of the way. The way we do that is we have to first get these cushions out of the way. Okay, just so we have a little bit of room to work. This is basically just a great big TV tray. Okay, now how many of you are not going to know what a TV tray is? Who knows? Okay, but I'm going to say that anyway. And there's several ways we can do this, and this is probably one of the best ways. Just tilt it up like so and fold it down. How easy is that? Okay, we're almost done. But the next thing we have to do, of course, is we have to lay it on these little ledges that we have right here. And that will bring the whole thing down to being a one surface, okay? Now, you might need to scoot these things back, get them out of the way. There we go, just like that. These things turn into your cushions of the bed. Now, okay, most of your videos on how to do this stops right there. And they say, oh, look at this. And they'll sit down on it and they'll lay down on it and do this kind of thing and point out how comfortable this is going to be for somebody. And you're right. This isn't bad. But if you've ever slept on one of these kind of things, you put a sheet across here, you feel these gaps, okay? For some reason, that's not quite as padded as the rest of it, and you feel every one of these kind of gaps almost. Well, how are we going to deal with that? I'll show you. Okay, the Coleman 17B or 17R or any probably any of the Dutchman products that they make for other people, other companies, come with what they call the teddy bear mattress. And if you go to Camping World and look up their review or their little sales pitch commercial about the 17B, even that salesman will tell you, you know, well, this thing comes ready to go, but do yourself a favor. This is the words I think he said. Get you a new mattress. Even they admit, and I preach all the time. If you go to a distributor to get a 17B, you should right up front go, well, I like that 17B, but you're gonna have to give me a new mattress. Every one of these places sell mattresses for around $300 or something like that. And rest assured, if they're selling it for $300, they only paid maybe $100 for it. They're not going to turn down a sale for $100. Okay, they're not going to let that pass up. And while you're at it, go ahead and say, and I'll need a spare tire too, which they won't give you. They'll give you the mattress probably, but they won't give you a spare tire. And so you can go, well, man, if I'm going to have to go and buy a spare tire and get the mounting hardware and do all this type of stuff, maybe you should knock $500 off the cost of the RV. Don't tell them I told you that. Okay, but anyway, the thing is, you get a new mattress. You can either get something like a big thick memory foam thing, or we bought a mattress from Amazon. They always say use a queen short or short queen or something like that. No, man, a full-size queen fits just fine in a 17B. That's another video. But what you do is you take the teddy bear mattress. Now, because of this, I don't know, fur or whatever's on it, it looks like it's 3 inches thick, but to be honest, it's probably really only about 2 inches thick. But once you get your new mattress for your 17B, what do you do with this thing? Well, everybody just puts it in their garage until they find some place for it or something like that. Well, my suggestion is take this thing and put it here. Now, will it kind of be a little bit long? Maybe. That's not a problem though. Will it be a little bit wide? Yes. Now you have two options. One is you can fold it up underneath it and deal with it that way. And if you have a kid that you're afraid is going to fall off or something like that, you can do this and it won't roll off as easy. Or you can fold it up against the back side, or you can take an electric knife. That's the best way to do it. Or take a pair of scissors to this cloth, take an electric knife, cut the foam, and put that down there. Okay, so what you'll end up with is, one way or the other, you're going to end up with a nice, soft bed right here, and all of those gaps are going to be covered up, and this will be even more comfortable. All right, let's see how that looks. Well, what do you think? I think it looks kind of comfortable, although remember, I'm not an expert, although I do have a lot of experience sleeping. So maybe I can say that this looks pretty neat. I probably couldn't sleep there because it's almost exactly 6 feet. And if you've ever slept in a space that's just a little bit too short, you keep pushing against it, your head comes down a little bit, and you push against it, and you wake up and your arms, or not your arms, your legs are sore in the morning. I've experienced that by sleeping in uncomfortable makeshift places like on an M60A1 battle tank and places like that. So
wow.
Anyway, yeah, you just wake up and your legs are sore and you don't know why, because the compartment you're in is just a little too small. And so this, you probably won't have that problem. You won't have that problem if you're under 6 feet tall. And so anyway, I think this works great. We have a granddaughter, and when our daughter and son-in-law go out camping, we loan them this thing. She's going to love this. She already liked sleeping on the bed before, but she's going to absolutely love this, and I'm going to be a great big hero for coming up with this. Okay, so you can be a hero too. Hey, thanks for watching, and like and subscribe, and we'll see you down the road.